Welcome back, fishing friends, to another adventure. Hey, I'm here at the worldwide headquarters for the March unboxing of the mystery tackle box. Of course, these are the boxes I've been getting are the bass box. I think the next one that I switched to is going to be the trout box. Let me get this open here. Since I do quite a bit of trout fishing in Iowa, and so that'll be the next few boxes that I get. Alright, let's take a look at this. Ooh, a Googan Squad clickbait vibrating jig. Hey, that looks pretty cool. Alright, what else we got here? The stickers catch call. I love getting these stickers. I put them on a tote that I keep extra fishing gear in. Alright, what is this? Biospawns Rattlebot Craw. And they have another one that looks like a perch color, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. But this is a lipless crankbait, and these are fantastic. And even with the treble hooks, you can yank these through cover, and they do really well. Alright, here's a list of what's in here. The Rattle Craw, $7.99. The clickbait, $8.99. Lake Fork Tackle Live Magic Shad, $5.99. Gambler Little Otter, $2.13. And the hooks, Stickies EWG hooks. Alright. Of course, they have some great information on usually one of the baits here. This one's a Googan Squad clickbait. Googan Squad clickbait is a hybrid vibrating jig with a flash of a bladed jig, the swimming action of a scrounger, and unique vibration that fish have never felt. Listen to the distinctive clickbait clack when the lure's blade bangs off the leading metal blade and wire. During free fall, the clickbait shimmies and shakes, all allowing for an easy rise and fall retrieve. Using a straight tail trailer instead of a paddle tail will allow the clickbait to swim better with more lifelike action. The oversized blade keeps the clickbait swimming deep. Gear recommendations: medium to heavy casting spinning, high speed casting and spinning, 12-pound fluorocarbon or monofilament, 30 to 50-pound braided line. Alright. Sorry for the strange reading there, but my glasses are downstairs, so I kind of had to wing it there. Alright, so this is good stuff from the Googan Squad. Oh, here it is, the Rattlebot. The Rattlebot is a lipless crankbait genetically engineered to imitate two universal bass snacks, the crawfish and the baitfish. There it is. The other one is kind of a green color. It's like a perch, a shad, or just a bait fish. Resembles a profile and swimming action of a minnow. So I've got the Craw. Let's see what it says here. Anatomically correct crawfish imitator, appropriately facing eye to match the look of a natural crawfish, and single BB emits a deep thumping noise. Alright, so that looks pretty cool. Alright. And here we got the 3-inch Little Otter. Trailers right here. One of my good buddies doesn't always use these as a trailer. He'll just straight up rig them, and he catches quite a bit on them. So tomorrow I'm heading out, and hopefully I can test more of this stuff and be able to see what's what. There's still the Gordito and the Weston Senkos, or cigar baits is what I call them. So there's a bunch of stuff I need to get out and still test, and hopefully I can. Alright, let's see if I can get this out of here. Ooh. What's the deal here? Alright, so this is the Lake Fork Magic Shad. Check that out. It's a nice little profile there. And on the back, as always, it has some good rigging tips. And I do have some of those weedless rigs that I got from Mr. Twister not long ago that I can hook these up with. Alright, and here are the hooks. Nice. I don't have quite enough hooks. It's usually the case. I always like to have more and more of them. Get a nice supply of them. Ooh, check this out. I got 2 of these Dibble fishing tips and tricks. Let's see if they're the same on the back. I think these are all the same. Alright, what I straight up love about fishing. In today's Carl's Corner, I just wanted to list a few things I love about fishing. The little things we should all stop and appreciate about our favorite sport. Here's a few. Hopping out of bed early to go rip lips, hot coffee in a cold morning. Shoot, I'm a caffeine-free nut. I haven't touched caffeine since about 1996, and that was a Dr. Pepper. And I'm telling you, it changed my life. I don't get that weird head feeling during the day or have to deal with those cycles, or my body, has to fight the caffeine still in my system is when I go to bed. I just got rid of it out of my life, and I wake up so refreshed, and I get into work, and everything's great. If I needed to drink something that's warm like that, it would be like a tea, caffeine-free tea, and really, I've only done that twice. But usually if I get up in the morning, I have my protein shake, and I'm good to go. I never wake up groggy, overtired, anything like that. I just get up and go. All right, enough about squawking about caffeine. The first view of the lake when you're driving up, fresh air at the launch, when the boat actually turns on after making a weird noise the first couple of times, you turn the key, making your first cast knowing you're going to catch a fish, actually catching a fish 300 casts later, posting a pic of your catch when you get home, your crush liking your pic of your catch. That's pretty good right there. Yeah, well, some of us don't have a boat, and we do a lot of bank fishing. I've been fortunate to have a lot of friends with boats, and of course family members, and it's the same thing. They love it, but they just can't stand dealing with it at the same time. The maintenance and just a lot of headaches that come with it. So sometimes I think I'm pretty lucky, to have friends and good buddies that have boats that I can just, go out with them, let them worry about it. All right. Then here's for the record. I kind of like when they have this on here. Maryland recorded a new catfish state record when Joshua Dixon landed a 57-pound flathead catfish from the Susquehanna River. Josh was targeting bass using a Zoom swim bait when the record-setting catfish took a swipe. After a long battle, epic landing, and certification, a new state record was born. Oh man, and that's good to hear. Hey, sometimes you do catch something that you don't expect, and that happened to me. There was up in O'Galley, Wisconsin, a little fishing dock, floating dock that they have there. I was throwing I think it was a 0 or a 1 size MEPS spinner, fishing for crappie, and I caught a Titanic carp on it. Why in the heck he hit that thing is beyond me. I normally think of them as eating vegetation, but he liked it, I guess, and went straight for it. All right, so some other things in here. We got a beginner's look at fishing reels, the ultimate pre-spawn fishing tips. Let me turn this. Ooh, wait, let me read this. 4 baits for the pre-spawn: crankbaits, crawfish colored jigs, jerk baits, big swim baits. Do your homework. One of the biggest keys to unlocking pre-spawn bass is studying lake maps before hitting the water. If you have a good contour map, you can quickly identify creek channels, ditches, and drains to focus your efforts. All right, so some pretty solid tips there for bass. Panfish or trout, how to catch trout in rising water, marabou jigs. Hey, I've had a lot of luck with marabou jigs with bass as well. Crankbaits, rivers and reservoirs. This is easy walleye patterns for rising temps, natural lakes. That's my goal for this summer, is to catch more walleye and smallmouth. Jerkbait Fishing 101, from the garage to the mystery tackle box. Jerkbaits for saltwater are not quite as popular as some other classic techniques, but the slicing action from these baits represents a wide range of bait fish. Instead of living and dying on spoons, sinking baits such as crabs or shrimp, or soft plastics, saltwater anglers should give jerkbaits a try. Oh, so this is inshore saltwater. You know, when I was down there at in Port Lavaca and Port Aransas, before you get on the ferry there, just on either side, mostly off that west side there, we saw a lot of people pulled into like some of the marshes, and they were wading out there trying to catch those sea trout, speckled trout, I guess is the other thing they call them. And it looked like they were catching a good number of fish down there. Some other people were also in there throwing nets to catch shrimp and other smaller fish like finger mullets and stuff like that for for live bait later. But there was quite a few of them waiting out there and just casting, trying to catch whatever was in that shallow water. And if I had more time down there, it's something I probably would have done. The thing is, where we were staying, I would have had to cross the ferry back over and then get in there and park, and then I didn't have any kind of waders with me. I did have my my fishing boots, but they only go up to knee high, just under the knee. But that's something I definitely will want to try next time. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. That's interesting. I got 2 of those dibbles. All right. So I hope you guys can get a chance to get out there and do some fishing this spring. And, hopefully everything goes well for you, and good luck, and catch some big ones. The other thing I need to do is start doing a little bit more micro fishing. I know everyone kind of moans and groans about micro fishing, but it is so much fun if you've got the light gear for it, the ultralight gear. Like, I've got that little ugly stick, and I put I've got the 4-pound line on there. I've got like a Lew's Speed Spin 100, and then the Cast King Sharky 3, and it's a lot of fun to catch at. A lot of times I use that up in Iowa to catch chubs and shiners if I'm going to go northern pike fishing, if I need to catch some bait. But if I go out there with my nephews, or just to change a pace, and I've got some of those videos up there where I'm just catching big bluegill and things like that. Even bullheads. People complain about bullheads, but once in a while they're fun. In the old days, bullheads were everything. People would catch a ton of those and have these big fish fries, especially up in southern Minnesota. That was a big deal. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get some good fishing. We're going to go up to Lake Ray Roberts, scope some spots out. Gonna go with my sister and my nephew and see what we catch out there. My folks might want to come along too, just to get out of the house. But hopefully the weather's nice. We'll be able to catch some stuff. I don't know how the polar vortex is going to affect everything. I'm sure it's going to push the spawns and the sand bass or white bass runs and all that kind of stuff. But it's been nice lately. It's been a bit windy, but the temperature's definitely been coming up. All right, guys, until next time, I'll see you then. Bye-bye. All right, guys, so here's the Mystery Tackle Box page. And I've gone through this before, but I just want to give you a quick rundown on it. So it's got all the information on the tabs. And, of course, you want to see how it works. Well, you've got the boxes, pick a plan, see plans, free shipping, happy dance once you get it. And you've got the Elite, the Pro, and the Regular. And, it's worth getting. You get all kinds of cool stuff with it. Alright, now I know this wasn't one of the channels that I put up there in the highlight, but a couple of these other channels that I really follow on YouTube where I get tons of information. One is going to be Linder's. Angling Edge, and they've got a ton of information on fish from muskie to walleye, crappie, bass, and what it is. They have a TV channel in the Midwest, a program that they put out, and then they upload them to YouTube, and a ton of great resources in there. So I'm always watching their videos, and I've picked up quite a bit of stuff from them. The other one is for saltwater fishing, which I don't do that often, maybe once a year or so, if that, is Jetty Rocks Fishing with Mike D. And his page is absolutely phenomenal. He's got so much great information in there, and he's a great family guy, knows exactly what he's talking about. He does catch and cooks, breakdown of how he's rigging his lines, what kind of bait he's using. And when I went down to Port Aransas on the coast, a lot of the stuff that he talked about I incorporated in, especially when I was using the shrimp and squid, and I asked about other types of bait to see what they had. And the polar vortex affected a lot of the fishing even along the coast, so it wasn't as productive as I hoped it would be. I wish I would have stayed there longer. But just to give you an example, there was a lot of different kinds of palm trees down there that are just gone. They're wiped out from that freeze. Even some of the local foliage or plant life, like shrubs people had in their yards, those were wiped out from the freeze because it never really comes around down there. But anyway, so check out his channel. He's got some great information, and it's a lot of fun to watch. The other one is Target Walleye. Even though this is specifically for walleye, there's a lot of great tips here and some good information about how to catch them, where to go, where to look, in terms of your topographic maps if you got a boat and whatnot. But, these are the key channels. Now, there's a ton of channels that I follow out there that I really like, but these are the three ones that I find that I'm mostly on, checking things out most of the time. And we all have our favorite channels. I've got bushcraft channels, all kinds of different things. Camping with Steve, his channel's great. But for fishing, these are the main ones right here. And I'm not saying these are the only ones, but there are a ton of them that I just can't list them all. But these are the three that I seem to be picking up the most information on. But, you guys know how it is when you're out there surfing around looking for fishing videos and trying to see what's out there. But, anyway, that's pretty much going to be it for today. Until next time, guys, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.